What up guys, Frazier here for Complex News. The Cleveland Cavaliers made a series of moves at the NBA trade deadline last Thursday and completely changed the look of their team. They landed Jordan Clarkson, Rodney Hood, George Hill, and Larry Nance Jr. in a series of deals involving the Los Angeles Lakers, Utah Jazz, and Sacramento Kings and gave their roster a much-needed makeover. And on Sunday afternoon, the new-look Cavs looked great when they took to the court together for the first time. They knocked off the Boston Celtics 121-99 on the road in what many NBA fans think was a preview of the Eastern Conference Finals. But there were several now former Cavs players who also looked good over the weekend in their first games with their new teams. Isaiah Thomas scored 22 points for the Lakers in a loss to the Dallas Mavericks. Dwayne Wade, who was traded to the Heat after the Cavs added several guards at the trade deadline, got a hero's welcome back in Miami. And Jae Crowder looked like he could potentially get back to being his old self during his first foray with the Utah Jazz. Crowder averaged less than 10 points per game with Cleveland, but he dropped 15 points and added 5 rebounds and 3 assists during the Jazz's 115-96 win over the Portland Trail Blazers. After the game, Crowder also seemed to throw a little bit of shade in the direction of his now former team while speaking with reporters. Without mentioning the Cavs by name, he described playing in Utah as, quote, fun. He also suggested he didn't necessarily love the offensive system Cleveland had in place during his time playing alongside LeBron. I got back to having fun playing basketball with a great group of guys. I love playing within a system. It'll be fun. Crowder's comments raised some eyebrows, and they actually came just hours after LeBron raised a few eyebrows of his own after he made several post-game remarks that seemed to be aimed at his former teammates. LeBron didn't mention any names, but he said the new Cavs are fun to play with because of their unselfishness, which seems to suggest that some of his former teammates played selfishly. LeBron also mentioned that he's enjoying being around players who work hard, which again, sounded an awful lot like a shot at those players who left the Cavs at the trade deadline. At the end of the day, there's a good chance that the trades the Cavs made last week could actually end up benefiting everyone. Cleveland will have the chance to get their season back on track after adding Clarkson, Hood, Hill, and Nance Jr., while guys like Crowder will have the chance to redeem themselves with other teams. But while we wait for everything to sort itself out, it sounds like the bad blood that exists between some of the teams and players could potentially lead to more shade being thrown in the coming days and possibly even weeks. It should make what's already been a wildly entertaining NBA season even more interesting as we push closer towards the postseason. That's news for now, but for the latest on the Cavs, subscribe to Complex News on YouTube. For Complex, I'm Frazier.